How y'all doing? If anyone's out there, let me know. Uh, I'm not expecting to have a huge crowd tonight, but I figured I'd get out here and say some things about some new stuff I'm working on. Hey Arturo, how you doing? Desert Wolf, how you doing, man? Been thinking about you. You're about to pass out. Man, try and call me tomorrow, bro, if you can. I'll be running errands most of the day, but call me tomorrow if you can. Area 51, good to see you. Sue, how you doing? How you recovering? I'm almost there, Sue. I'll tell you that for myself. And Sue, I'm glad you're in here because you're one of the people kind of going to understand what's going on. I um I recently had a an old channel that I used to archive some footage um, take off and monetize actually. And hey, of mine, good to see you. Sorry, I've been busier the last 2 weeks than I've been in the last 6 months. It seems. But anyway, don't know that I'm going to leave this live up real long. I mean, I'll probably leave it up 24, 48 hours and I'll probably unlist it. And I'm not concerned about it. I mean, this channel over here is a long ways away from the watch hours that I need for monetization, so I figure it doesn't matter. Well, Area 51, I'm glad you stopped in. Man, Wolf, man, hit me up. Give me a message or a call tomorrow or something. Or let me know when would be a good time to call you. I'll try and get a hold of you. Um, yeah, mind, I knew that I knew that all of you guys got COVID, and I was kind of like worried about that. So it's good to hear that y'all are doing well. I have not been around much. I've been working on producing video, getting video out, and doing other things. This has been this channel called The Angry Atrox has been the main channel that I've been working on for the past like 3 years. As far as shooting stuff, as far as editing it, um, you know, as far as just putting out safe, sedate kind of footage of wild snakes and some that weren't wild and things like that. Sue, we're both getting too old for this nonsense. Believe me, we're both getting too old. But I had a channel, and I'm gonna kind of throw this out here because a lot of people don't really know what's going on. And basically, I'll take you back to the beginning. About 2008, 2009, I got hooked up with this group on Facebook called Rise Against Rattlesnake Roundups. If you don't know what rattlesnake roundups are, let me know something in the comments. Shoot me a message, shoot me an email. Um, I'll get you up to speed. But basically, what happened was this Facebook group was taken off, and it was led by a zoologist. It was led by a guy who was working on his PhD in zoology at University of Kentucky. Guy named Jared, real good dude. He's got a lot of science up in his head. He's good people. But anyway, back around 2009, they started hitting up, people in Oklahoma and Texas to get to, rattlesnake roundups in the Oklahoma and Texas areas and find out, what's going on, how many snakes are they really taking, are they doing this, are they doing that. So this other guy popped up. His name was Stacy James Hawkins, And in 2009, I went into the field for the first time with a camera to document this stuff, knowing at the time that I probably wasn't going to agree with what they were doing. And Stacy was supposed to go with me, but he couldn't get out of work. And that Saturday, myself and another companion, headed down to the Apache rattlesnake hunt in Apache, Oklahoma. And went down there, got some photos and stuff. That was about the only one I made it to that year. We got about 6 in Oklahoma, and there's 5 or 6 in Texas right now. And anyway, what kind of happened is 2010 rolls around, and my schedule kind of got a little more free up. I got some money to get a video camera, and I made plans to hit 2 or 3 different hunts with this guy named Stacy. The guy never returned my messages. I'd call his phone, had been disconnected. And I found out later that he passed away at the age of 39, like earlier that year. And he was going to be like the guy that was going to work on this with me. And so I just decided, there was no money in this for me. There's a lot of money out of pocket, I'll say that. And anyway, I just kept going without him. Started in 2009, 2010, that kind of neck of the woods, and started basically going to these things, throwing cameras in people's faces. Sue, you were one of the few that's been around a long time that knows what RAR was about. I don't know what RAR's about today. I'm kind of a little, I don't know, perplexed by the deviation from their mission statement. And some of that I can even blame on myself. I can even say that went askew under my leadership. And I'll take ownership of that. I'll take that all day long. But it's a lot of stuff to mess with. I tell you this much. It's a lot of stuff to go and document, and especially if you like snakes, it's hard to go film them getting chopped up. Um, but anyway, that's what I did for years, and I did that as part of this group called RAR, and I really I don't think much of that group anymore, honestly, because they've deviated so far from their mission statement and kind of went like in an activist direction. And even though they kind of sound like an activist group from their name, it was really kind of tied into making connections in these communities and trying to help them do things better, but with a spirit of cooperation and not a spirit of protest. Oh, I'm feeling pretty good, Gary. My arm should be out of this cast this week, I think, or at least wearing it a lot less. But anyway, there's this group on Facebook, Rise Against Rattlesnake Roundups. Go check it out if you want to. Its probably best years were 2010 to 2013. Had a lot of media attention, had a lot of the right people, biologists, animal, I want to say animal rights people, animal welfare people, and people like that joining it and kind of throwing some weight behind it and stuff like that. And they, today it's just kind of, I don't know what Bill and some of the others are doing over there. I really don't. I don't. I don't know. I mean, it just seems like everybody's went a different direction. But anyway, what happened was I started cataloging all my old video, pulling it off old, flash drives, old notebooks, old computers, and trying to get it on one channel that is tied to the same, um, email address that this channel is tied to. Because I figured, I've had 3 or 4 different YouTube channels over the course of the last, 11 years. And I just figured, I was going to keep this one and this other one, and they were going to be my main ones. And that everything was going to get transferred over there and ripped over there. A rattlesnake roundup is where hunters go out and commercially collect rattlesnakes by the hundreds or thousands. And they kill them, they skin them, they sell the meat, they eat them. Whether or not how ethical it is, is that's a subject of debate, and that's beyond the scope of what I want to cover here. But anyway, I had another channel where I cataloged all that stuff. And anyway, long story short, that channel took off and grew fairly quickly, fairly overnight. My good buddy Derek from Derek's Reptiles, him and Iron Dog were kind of like, Iron Dog Reptiles. They were kind of like, man, dude, you're getting monetized, and you got to roll with this. And I kind of thought, I never planned on this other channel being monetized, but here it is. And like now I'm making money, at it, and just off archived footage. Yeah, I went from like 300 subscribers 2 weeks later to like over 3,000. And you have to have 4,000 hours watch time on YouTube to monetize. I got like 22,000 hours in 1 week. I'm going to take it and roll with it because, my God, I worked my butt off to get that kind of stuff. The issue I'm kind of running into is now kind of what to do with this channel. I still want to, put out like nature videos and stuff over here. I just don't know that I can, focus a lot of time on this channel. Whereas my other channel, it's called Roundup Rodeo. It's all one word. I'd encourage anyone who can kind of stomach it to check it out. I'm not going to blame you if you don't. Believe me, I'm not going to blame you if you don't. Lou B. Hello and good night. Busy day tomorrow. Thank you for stopping in, Lou. You're a friend. You're a friend for life, man. You've always got my support and you've always had my back. I'm always going to have yours. Yeah, basically, this other channel that just took off and monetized is filled with stuff that, like, I want to keep a hold of for historical documentation. I think, 20, 30 years from now, we're going to be looking back and saying, God, we used to do these kinds of things with animals as part of a show. I could be wrong. But anyway, I started... Thank you, Gary. I appreciate the support over there. I started uploading like basic, rattlesnake stock footage to that channel to like hopefully offset all the other stuff. I've kind of tried to stay away from the blood and gore end of it. And focus on the handling, the culture, the snakes themselves, things like that. And some of those videos have been successful too. But I've started uploading like stock footage of rattlesnakes over there. And I've been working on that like 24 hours a day, not sleeping for 3 or 4 days. I'm getting to where that channel over there is consuming my life. Homestead, glad to see you stop in. I subbed you from my other channel that actually took off and got monetized this last week. Yeah, the gas is a big issue. In Texas, they still use gas to hunt them, and it's still legal. It's illegal in Oklahoma. It's illegal Alabama, Georgia, anywhere else there's a rattlesnake hunt. Texas is a lone holdout for gassing. We knew what you were saying, Sue. But but anyway, it's kind of like I'm kind of like God. I've got a monetized platform now. Yeah, it is sad. I mind a lot of people, myself included, aren't real happy with it. But we're also kind of trying to weigh in the you know this is an animal that's not endangered. They sure have not been wiped out. I'm with you, Reptile. I think the gassing should definitely be illegal. There's 5 hunts in Oklahoma. Um, None of them use gas, and they all look for gas. They know how to detect if snakes have been brought in and they've been gassed out of a burrow. I've seen it. I've also seen in Oklahoma those snakes get refused. People say, "Man, take that box of snakes and get it out of here. We're not buying them from you." Ultimately, it's the wholesale trade of wildlife. I kind of don't agree with that as a premise. But, the same thing happens with like freshwater turtles all over Texas, Oklahoma, Alabama, Louisiana. People trap turtles in droves and they're sending them to Asia. Um, Places like China have 5 or 6 humongous state sponsored commercial turtle farms. Um, and turtles are sold to them for meat or for breeding to other turtles, and things like that. So I mean, it happens with other reptiles too. It's not just rattlesnakes, but rattlesnake is kind of the one that I've focused on. Yeah, I mean, you can't save everything out there, so I figured I'd try and save rattlesnakes. I love them so much. But basically, this channel is kind of going to be taking a back seat to that other channel over there, and I'm going to try to get the names of people. Thanks, Homestead. Yeah, I mean, it's something that like 10 years of video I shot, and I never thought it would go anywhere close to monetization, and it monetized in like a week. I had one video go pretty viral, and it just kind of took off. And I'm not really promoting that channel. It seems to be growing on its own, so I don't really feel the need to promote it. But if someone inquires about it, I will guide them to it. I'm definitely telling everybody hit the Wild Rattlesnakes playlist because that's all happy stuff. There's nothing sad on that single playlist. Um, and and Sue, you remember my old channel from that I started in 2011, that went around RAR for a long time. but but anyway, I am still going to upload over here from time to time. Um, I don't um, I don't know that this channel will ever monetize, and I'm kind of getting to the point where I have to. I'm retired. Um, I am a landlord. I do have some income coming in that way, but I'm also kind of at the point where like if I'm going to do a lot of video, I do have to prioritize that which makes me money. I kind of wish it wasn't that way, but it is. I'm okay with that. I've kind of thought about it and thought about how to do things, how to go forward and stuff. And and it's a good thing, but I kind of thought I would I saw a lot of people comment on this channel over here that like their comments had been out there 4 or 5 days and I hadn't responded. I've been like, you know, from like 8 in the evening till 6 in the morning working on video and sleeping from like 6 to 10 and then waking up and doing it all over again. I've been doing stuff nonstop. Um, I don't know a mind. I tell you what, let me drop a link to one of the videos over there, and so that way you can just click on it. you can click on the link to the video that I'm sending you to, and then you will be subscribed. It's called Roundup Rodeo. I may change the name. That's another thing. Because, like, initially that channel is going to be all about rattlesnake roundup stuff. And now I'm kind of like, I don't know, I want to put other stuff on there too, especially now that it's monetized. And I'm making money from, people watching the ads. Haven't started the join function, haven't started super chat function, not real concerned about that at this moment in time. It seems to be like, going good as is. And so, if it's not broke, why mess with it? But anyway, and it's but I am starting to upload my stock footage over there. Probably going to do like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning release, and I've got a lot that I can, so that's not going to be a problem for a while. Some of it is going to be footage that you've already seen on this channel. Some of it, not all of it. Believe me, I've got a lot that no one's ever seen that's going to go on that channel. That will be happy stuff that everybody can watch. No Problems Homestead. You and Lee's Arkansas Bound, I think, and a couple other of those homesteader channels I've really gotten a lot out of. So I'm kind of glad to have you guys along. But that's what I'm doing, is I'm finding the people who are supporting me, and I'm getting them over there on that channel, because I spend a lot more time logged into that channel. I'm hardly over here anymore. Yeah, exactly, Homestead. That's what happened. Like, this channel that was just going to be like a junk extra storage, like the third storage space, just took off and went through the roof. And then something that that I've really broken my neck to make work hasn't worked. And so, the internet does weird things, let me tell you. One thing I can promise you is, if you keep putting out footage, eventually you will get lucky. You will hit a data pocket. I'm not saying everybody will go viral, but you will reach a point to where you can do something, get some notoriety, get known, reach monetization. If I can do it, anyone can do it. And if I can do it by accident, hell, anyone can do it. Venomous snakes in Indiana. There are some timber rattlesnakes in Indiana, if memory serves me correct. I also think there's a few pockets of eastern copperheads in Indiana. I don't think the eastern Massasauga ranges into Indiana. I know the cottonmouth doesn't, but I want to say that the timber rattlesnake ranges to some spots in Indiana, although they're not real populated up there. Okay, added it, but got kicked out of here. Sorry about that, a mind. Hey Kiko, long time no see. Yeah, there's a handful of snakes in Wyoming. There's only one venomous snake in Wyoming. It's the prairie rattlesnake. It's the only common venomous snake. I think the Great Basin may range into some parts of Wyoming, but the one you're going to find up there is the prairie rattlesnake, and I have footage of it on this channel and my other channel. Exactly, Kiko. You go all the way back to Angry Viking days, man, and Phoenix Social Network. I kind of miss Phoenix. I was thinking about it the other night, but they pulled it for whatever reason, and it's no longer there. But anyway, Kiko, I was just telling him about this other channel I have that I'm going to drop a link to the video in the comments, so you can sub it over there if you want. Catbird, tell me about it. It had about 300 subscribers 2 weeks ago. Today I'm at 3,500 subscribers. Um, and Google's mailing me my first paycheck. I mean, and I'm sitting here going, what do I do? I mean, this isn't really what I wanted to make money on, but if it's a way to make money, I'm gonna take the money and run. Because I am greedy, money grubbing scum. I am all about the money. I'm just joking. I don't have to do this for money, but I'm kind of in the situation where I have to prioritize what is paying me. Catbird, go to that channel, filter most popular videos. I've got one video, it's over 700,000 views. And it was at 10,000 views 2 weeks ago. I do not know what happened. It hit some kind of search engine somewhere and it went through the roof. But today that channel is monetized. And so now I'm starting to upload Catbird, like I was telling everyone else. I'm starting to upload like stuff that would normally get uploaded over there, because one, it is monetized. And when I upload it over there, I make, money on it. I'm thinking about changing the name of it because Roundup Rodeo implies that it's all about roundups. I'm thinking of maybe changing it to Rattlesnake Rodeo or something. Because thank you, Kiko, and I will look for you, Kiko, because I want to sub back to you. I do not want to lose touch with you. How many species of rattlesnakes do we have in the Americas? Homestead, that's really a hard question to answer. I know we've probably got 30 or 40 in North America alone. You get down into Mexico and Central America and South America, and that probably doubles. There's a lot of rattlesnake species that are in Mexico that aren't in the United States, and there's even more in South America as well. They've got like the neotropicals and things like that. And yeah, and there's 9 species of rattlesnake in New Mexico alone. There's probably at least 8 or 9 that I can think of in Texas, maybe more. Arizona, there's like I think 20 or something. California's got a lot too. Mexico has a ton. There's like all kinds of rattlesnakes. If you look up Mexican rattlesnakes alone, you'll see there's like 30 or 40 species that like don't even, come close to. I mean, they have a lot more down there than we have up here. But anyway, I've just been into rattlesnakes for a while. But I was going to do this live tonight, probably leave it out there for a couple of days. Give people who are fans of this channel a chance to see it. Kind of let them know what I'm doing now with the other channel. And like I said, I'm not doing this. I don't have to make money at doing this, but I'm kind of at the position of where if you're going to give me money, I'm in the position where I'm gonna take it. It helps me rationalize more, camera gear. It helps me rationalize more trips to do things. Things like that. All that roundup footage that I shot over the last 10, 20 years, or 10, 15 years, it's all been expensive to get. I was telling Derek from Derek's Reptiles, it's like I go to one of these towns, I spend a couple $100 on a hotel room, a couple $100 in gas getting there, food's $50, $60. You have to get into the event, which is usually $5, $10, $20. And so it's been a labor of love, I'll say that. If I didn't care about rattlesnakes, I wouldn't be doing it. I'm not trying to glorify it in any way. Derek's Reptiles, how are you? And I'm glad someone showed up with a wrench. And you know what? As far as this channel, I am going to add Catbird as a moderator too. Catbird's a good dude, Derek. You need to check out Catbird's channel. He herps in Canada. If he finds something up there, it's an amazing find. Trust me. And and Catbird finds like northern Pacific rattlesnakes and garter snakes and gopher snakes and different amphibians. Catbird's cool. Trust me, Derek. A matter of fact, at some point in the time he gets a few more subs, you should interview Catbird. I think that'd be a good show. Heck, Derek, maybe you need to interview me before too long, cause you know I don't know. I just kind of thought I would at least put it out there that this is why I haven't been on this channel this much recently. Um, it's definitely been a long haul, and I'm still in the field today, still doing the same kind of work I was doing with the RAR group. However, now I kind of feel like you know the main owner of the RAR group isn't paying attention. His name's Jared. I'm sorry, Jared. You're out to lunch, buddy. I don't mince words. Bill, you're kind of out to lunch too. I think you know, you're kind of more concerned about being liked by the herp community than you are about fulfilling the mission statement of the group. Call me. Let's talk about it. I mean, you're always going to be my brother, but it's like, we're just splitting apart on this issue. Yes, Sue, I like Northern Pacifics. John Delgado's YouTube channel has some beautiful Northern Pacifics on it. And Catbird's channel has some amazing Northern Pacific footage as well. So, yeah, I mean, if I could own a Northern Pacific, that would be like the ultimate rattlesnake to keep, just because they're so cool looking, especially those Northern California blue phase ones. I love those things. And the ones that Catbird finds are just stunning. Yeah, Catbird, that video went all over Southeast Asia. I tracked the demographics on it, and it just like, I don't know if it went viral over there or something, but it's growing by like 20,000 views a day. It's ridiculous, and that's putting money in my pocket, guys. That's money I gotta have. So, I mean, I really don't want to neglect this channel. I've had a lot of fun with being able to do a lot of diverse things on this channel. I kind of got in a funk earlier in the year, and then it's like I was stuck at home a lot because we built a house, and so I had to be here for contractors. I couldn't get out and go herping as much as I normally could. So I started filming bugs and amphibians and things I found around my house. A lot of those things wound up on shorts, and believe me, if you see this video later, please don't think I'm abandoning this channel. I just am trying to prioritize some different things. I've put a lot of promotion into this channel, and sadly it does not experience the growth that I need it to justify the amount of promotion that I've put into it. And there's a playlist over there called Wild Rattlesnakes on the Roundup Rodeo channel. Nothing abusive, nothing gory, no snakes are getting hurt. It's just stock footage, and it's some of the best stuff I've ever shot. Better than anything I've uploaded on this channel, some of it. But my apologies if you see something over there that you've seen over here. I'm just kind of, getting my channel getting my channel over there where it's going to, pay me more. And so I don't want anyone to think that like I'm abandoning this channel altogether. It's just taking a different tone. And Derek's Reptiles, amazing guy. A matter of fact, I'm going to drop a link to his channel because I want you to sub Derek's Reptiles if you can. If you don't mind subbing a channel, this guy interviews a lot of people in the reptile world, and I think that's kind of his niche. I think he's really good with those interviews, and he gets some big name guests. I'm going to drop his link in chat, or a link to one of his videos in chat. You're right, Derek. Brother, it's all about love, man. Derek, the amount of help you've given me with the YouTube side of things, bro, I got nothing but love for you, man. I just I mean, I can't wait to get up to Kansas, drag you out to the Flint Hills and flip milk snakes in spring. That's crazy. You're gonna see some crazy things. We go do that, and then I'm gonna buy dinner and drinks. You mark my word, Derek. That is going to happen. But check out Derek's channel if you're into reptile stuff, because he interviews all kinds of crazy people from different spectrums of the reptile community, and he gets some really good interviews going. And I like him. He's a good dude. Definitely. I would also sub Homestead Aquarius while you're here. Guy's got a lot of interesting stuff on his channel. Oh no, dinner's my treat. No, Derek, I don't know that I'm going to let that slide. I think it's going to be my treat. And I'll have to get up there soon, man. Believe me, I do get to Kansas. In a normal year, I get into the Flint Hills. There's things up there you just don't even know about till you go there. Um, but Homestead Aquarius is he's got a lot of stuff on his channel about growing his own food and self farming and things like that. And I've really picked up some good stuff from him because I'm starting to get into that stuff myself. I started watching these guys' videos. Now they're rubbing off on me. So Homestead, I'm glad you're a fan of mine. Please know I'm a fan of yours. I always want to be humble, no matter if I get really successful on YouTube or if this other channel, kind of plateaus out tomorrow. I still want to stay humble and remember the people that helped me get there along the way. Yeah, eReptile, real quick, without saying too much. The Flint Hills area of Kansas has a high amount of reptile diversity. Things like coach whips, milk snakes. There's a ton of milk snakes there. I want to say there's Massasauga there. I want to say you're getting into prairie rattlesnake territory. It's in north central Kansas, but there's just a lot of good spots up there, and a lot of the herpers go there. A lot of the field herpers go there. I mean, you kind of think, oh, they're going to go to Arizona, they're going to go to West Texas. They do that too, but they also hit north central Kansas. And after I said that, that's probably another reason why I'll pull this live after 24 hours. But anyway, I'm still in the RAR group. Don't get me wrong, I'm still there, but like I feel like I'm hanging by a thread because, man, just, people, and maybe they have their reasons. I don't know, but the reasons aren't my reasons. I'm in this to help animals. I frankly don't give a damn if people in the reptile community like me or not. A lot of them hate me already. A lot of them don't like me because they don't either like what I do or I didn't buy off on one of their ideas back in the day. And what it was is when that group on Facebook was receiving like national media attention and they were getting interviewed by like people from Nat Geo, people from Vice, stuff like that. A lot of people write Sue, and there's a reason for that, and me too. The group is like dead. I'm sorry, it's dead. Um, but at the height of its popularity around 2011, 2012, um, you know, just it blew up and things happen. And today I'm not as much concerned as being an activist against those kinds of things as much as I'm kind of concerned about um, historical documentation. Uh, People don't understand that while commercial rattlesnake hunting is still frowned upon by the majority of the herpetological community, there's fewer people doing it now than at any time in the last 50 years. I mean, Texas used to have over 40 rattlesnake hunts. Today they've got less than 5. And we're not looking at any science that I've seen that says the western diamondback is being wiped out. Now, the easterns, they're in a bit more of a precarious situation. They've had a lot more habitat loss. And also, they had mass numbers extracted back during the heydays of their roundups in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. But anyway, I'm just trying to, go live here because I haven't been live over here in a while. But, I just kind of wanted to let people know I'm not dropping this channel altogether. I think that I'm probably going to be putting like one video a month out over here. I'm going to be putting 3 videos out a week over on the other channel. And my buddies at SmetLogic, they kind of kicked around like, maybe you need to rename that channel. So I'm thinking about that. But I'm also kind of thinking, it's growing as is, so do I mess with it if it's working? And the most viewed and most lucrative videos are those ones taken from the roundups. So, it's a lot to think about. Papa Pepper Homestead. Yes, I totally agree with everything you said. My buddy Squatchy Herper is good friends with Papa Pepper, and they talk a lot. And he's over in Arkansas, and he talks to Papa Pepper a lot. And Papa Pepper has a great channel, and so do you. Hey, eReptile, man, you're gonna get there, man. You're gonna get there. We all start somewhere, and I started, 11, 12 years ago, probably just like you. I had a Sony Bloggy. It's like this little phone-looking device. It shot 1080, and that was like high tech at the time, or at least for consumer grade stuff. And put out one video a month. Put out one video every 2 months. Just keep putting out videos. Consistency is the key. It's not how often, it's consistency. Like, it's better to put out 6 videos a year than to, like, save up footage and not put anything out for a whole year, and then, like, your channel doesn't have any uploads for a year, and then you put out 12 videos the next year. Don't do that. Be as consistent as you possibly can. And eReptile, you have my email address, man. Hit me up. I know you don't do social media, which really Instagram's probably the quickest way to get a hold of me, but hit me up if you need any help, because man, people help me, so like I totally want to help them. But anyway, I just know that on that Roundup Rodeo channel, I am working on getting my rattlesnake stock footage over there, stuff that has not aired yet on this channel, as well as some that has previously aired on this channel. You might see some duplicates once in a while. I really can't apologize for that, because I mean, it's my video, I own it, and it's like, if I just need to upload it somewhere else for it to make me money, I mean, I'm going to have to do what I have to do. I'm still following all the same people: SmetLogic, Squatchy Herper, Catbird, Derek's Reptiles, Desert Wolf Armory, another bud of mine, J&G's Reptiles. Got to meet J&G over the weekend, cool dude. Ledka, Iron Dog, still following those guys, so I'm around. And Kiko, I'm glad you stopped into excuse me, I'm glad you stopped in tonight, Kiko, because I've thought about you the other day. I haven't seen you in months, and with Phoenix going down, it's just not been, we haven't been able to contact each other. Catbird, I'm going to tell you what, Catbird. Yes, Ledka, I did say your name. Stick around. Catbird, some of the video quality that's on this other channel under the Wild Rattlesnakes playlist, because I know you don't like to watch that other stuff, and I don't blame you. Believe me, Catbird, I've got stuff over there that will be over there within the next week, 2 weeks, quality wise beats anything on this channel. And I'm trying to weave more education into it, make it less condensed, make it less about the story. Nothing against like Smetlogic or Snakes on the Plains, but I just don't see me really going that kind of direction with my videos. I'm not real big about, doing all the B-roll and stuff. I just like to get right to the action and give 3 or 4 minutes of solid rattlesnake footage. One video on there has not been aired on this channel, and it's one of the better videos I've got. And even Smetlogic went over and said, this is Nat Geo quality. And I mean, when Smetlogic says that, you roll with it. Ledka, it was really good meeting you Saturday. I'm glad I got to get out and hook up with you and the missus. That was a fun time. I wish I could have like hung out and done a little bit more fun stuff with you and JG. If you're tracking, Ledka. But Ledka, you're someone I've considered a friend since day one. I'm going to do what it takes to help you grow. I hope you're going to, always consider me a friend. It was great meeting you over at Red Dirt. That was a good time. I just wish I could have stayed like another couple of hours or something. And I just felt bad because like JG drove all that way, or J&G Reptiles drove all that way, and then I could only hang out for about an hour. I was kind of wondering if Desert Wolf was going to make it, because I don't know what's up with him. I kind of feel like I need to get a hold of him and say, dude, hey, what's going on, man? But anyway, guys, just know that I'm going to be uploading more stuff to that channel over there. And if you don't want to watch the Roundup stuff, I don't blame you one bit. Don't. Everybody else is. It doesn't need... I don't want to ask people to support something that's already being very well supported. What I'm asking you to do is hit the Wild Rattlesnakes playlist. I've got 2 or 3 shorts, and then I've got some other footage. And like I said, I've had some people say this is, professional quality stuff. And I'm sitting there going, wow, it means a lot coming from someone like you guys. Smetlogic's always been like an idol of mine. They're going to laugh when they hear this, if they hear this. But I was real big into them. I was more into them than I was Noah. And Noah's Noah's an undisputed king of the field herb videos. No one's going to take that away from him. But I still like Smetlogic. I like their style. They're just funny. And yes, Sue, we've known each other a long time. We've known each other a long time. I'm glad we're talking on the phone now, because well, I can't type a lot. But anyway, but gang, hit me up. Check out Roundup Rodeo if you get a chance. If you don't want to, don't worry about it. Stay on this channel. I kind of don't blame anyone for not wanting to look at some of the stuff that goes on over there. Hey, Coolin, how are you? I caught one of your lives the other day, Coolin. I can only stick around for about 20 minutes, so my apologies. But anyway, I'm sure I'll be around in the future. But gangs, if something comes to you, I'm gonna, like I said, I normally leave my lives up indefinitely. This one's going to be unlisted in about 48 hours. I just get the feeling. I want the people who really make me a priority to see this message. A lot of them I've already contacted and sent them in the right direction. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this live because I just don't want to be on much longer. I've kind of said what I need to say. And yeah, that was funny. That was funny, Sue. That was really funny. when Magnum got a hold of me, and he's like, "Man, I met someone who knows you," and that was classic. Hey, Coolin, we all are. We're all finding our way. I've been doing YouTube off and on for 10 years. This is my first chance at like some success. I've had people pick up my videos before and buy them, but as far as like an actual monetized channel, this is like my first go round with that kind of success. So we're all finding our way. We all start somewhere. Yeah, and Catbird, it's not why I got into herping on YouTube, but I totally agree with your assessment. Smet Logic is one of those people that has clout, and then they want to help you grow, and they have zero ego whatsoever. They're like these gods of the field herping world, in my opinion, and they just act like, hey, we're the dudes down the street and we just want to help you make your channel better. So and Catbird, think about this. Squatchy Herper and me were talking the other day, and we were like, without that shout out video, I wouldn't have found you. I wouldn't have found Squatchy. I wouldn't have found a few other people that like today are like my freaking best friends. So man, definitely go check out Smet Logic. Give them a ring, give them a sub, watch some of their videos. Even if you just watch their 3 or 4 most popular ones, I think they'd appreciate it. But gang, I'm going to go ahead and kill this live. Thank you for being there for me, Catbird. Derek, thank you for working the wrench. We didn't have any problems tonight. And Derek, this didn't really go as kind of the way I'd planned, but I just figured I would talk about the other channel. And your words of wisdom, Derek, it was just talking to you that night when I found out that other channel was going to monetize. You said things to me, Derek, that I will carry with me for 30, 40, 50 years, undoubtedly. You just hit nails on the head. You hit nails on the head, brother. And I'm there for you. You call me anytime, Derek. I don't care what hour time it is. Thank you, Miss Sue. I'm going to try and get out of here and go to bed. Kiko FX Designs. I'm going to find you like right after I get off here on my other channel. If you didn't sub me, I'm going to sub you. In either way, I'm just on there more these days. It's not that the content's like that much better, but it's monetized, so I'm rolling with it. But Kiko, I definitely appreciate you popping up tonight. Because man, there's been a lot of people from the Phoenix world that I've lost touch with, and I kind of like feel bad. But oh, thank you, Kiko. Okay, I'll know how to get you, because that channel still, I mean, it's growing, but I can find subs on there. I can find people who have subbed me. But yeah, I miss Phoenix something awful, even though I wasn't on it a lot there towards the end. But gang, I'm going to go ahead and end this live tonight. Drop me a question in the comments. Probably sometime tomorrow night or the night after, I'm going to unlist this video. And, and I'll still have it around. I can send you the link to it, email me, message me, whatever, if you need to see something out of it. But this isn't a message I want out there for just all eternity, because I kind of did go after some people in my camp. That's okay. But I said what I said, and if they got a problem with it, they can come square off with me about it. Because all of us invested, 10, 15 years of our life in that project without a penny to gain. And, and now that things just kind of aren't really working out the way they thought it would, I'm sitting there thinking, well, what do? I go my own way, and I'm not scared to be on my own. I don't have to be part of a group. So guys, thank you all for stopping in tonight. I know I've got like 9-10 people watching. Really, really appreciate that. And thank you guys for being there. Check out Roundup Rodeo. The name may change. Sub it now. Even if you don't watch it, sub it now, because that way you'll like at least get the notifications and things. And keep in mind, there's a playlist on there called Wild Rattlesnakes, all inspiring, good, just basic rattlesnake footage, rattlesnake facts. None of the gory stuff. So, Derek, hey, much love to you, brother. Seriously, Derek, man, me and you, dude, we're gonna be tight forever. The stuff you did for me, I'm never gonna forget it. Um, you guys all hang in there. I'm gonna kill this because I gotta get to sleep. I'm exhausted. But have a good night, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.